We live. We in the building, Hakeem. We back at you, Young Elder Gang, in the building. We live with Hakeem, Prince Hakeem. We royal. Hold on, Hakeem. Let me get everything set up for you. Man, preachers get robbed at gunpoint right in the church. I done seen it all. We done seen it all, right, Hakeem? Let's get that thumbnail. Let's get that thumbnail for you. Man, this is getting crazy out here. No respect for the house of NYC. They ain't got no respect. These cats, and they call the pastor the bling bling pastor. This is the bling bling pastor. Hakeem, you want to talk? What you want to say for the people, Hakeem? The bling bling pastor. This nigga riding around. His girl get $2,000 wig. He rocking jewelry like he a rapper. He got jewelry on like a rapper, man. The niggas came up in there. No respect for the house of God, man. It's damn sad. The house of NYC. Yeah. There's no respect, bro. All right, we almost there. So wait, what y'all think about that in the chat, man? Hakeem, you gotta calm down. We going live. Okay, I got you in the chat right here. All right, we almost there. Peace. Hey, Rob Bots, everybody's in the building. Preacher get robbed live in New York. Dude's rocking, let's pull this cat up, man. So you can get an idea of what went up. Okay. It's a sad story, man. Them cats had to be, they could have been members of his church. Saw him stunned. Because he said they knew he had jewelry tucked under his uniform. And they robbed him for that too. So they knew. They knew that he had this jewelry on. So it's live. They robbed more than $1 million in jewelry. That could have been a fucking Hakeem. Right? Let's get it pulled up. He robbed, they say he got robbed for more than $1 million. It could have been an insurance fraud on a nigga, man. This brother got $1 million worth of jewelry on at church. What is the world covered to, man? Hey, y'all, what the world covered to? Hey, shout out to brother Maurice. Hey, bro, I got my phone fixed, so just hit me up, Maurice. I see you've been calling me, but I couldn't. The way my phone is messed up, man. So brother Love too tried to call me, but now I got it to where I can answer it. So hit me up later on today. Yeah, man. So this dude is Reverend Pochop, Reverend Hot Sauce. All these big timers, these big time preachers, But this cat is rocking jewelry like he Lil Flip or somebody. He Lil Flip in the pool pit. He got he got $700,000 in jewelry on, and these cats come right in the church, gunpoint, 4 cats, masked up, and rob him and his wife in Brooklyn. Now, and you keep in mind, Hakeem, calm down. We're gonna get you on the show by yourself so you can talk to the people. Okay. Yeah, but this dude, check this out. This dude up preaching, and he got a $700,000 in jewelry, man. What kind of game is that, man? I told y'all Enlil pay good. Enlil pay good, the bishop. He's called himself the bishop. And we already know what a bishop is on the chessboard. So he went wrong. He on the wrong. He balling out of control on the wrong. Under the Pope. They pull pistols in the church, brother. Hey, crowd, they pull pistols. These brothers had hold him down at gunpoint, robbed him and his wife inside the church. So God can't protect you in the church no more. We heard of people, but I'm gonna tell you this, Hakeem. I'm gonna tell you this. People wouldn't have got robbed like that in Texas or Louisiana. Cause niggas, white boys and everybody be scrapped at church down in the South. You come in there with that playing around like this, them boys would have, in Texas, them boys would have put them boys out of business. They would have came in there with their mask on like that, with the guns, thinking they're sweet. Them boys up in them people up in them churches, they got scraps on them. And them boys would have came, in Texas, they would have came out. See, the gun law is different in New York. The bad guys get, the laws, you got to keep in mind the way these people, that's how you know these people is part of that deep state shit up in these states like New York and California with the gun laws. They infringing upon the Second Amendment right. The way you can own a gun up there, which is your Second Amendment right, they infringing on that. So, but the bad guys don't follow those rules. The bad guys gonna get their guns off the streets, and the bad guys gonna be able to catch you slipping every time, because if you follow the rules and the type of gun laws that's up there in New York, these people can do this and walk right in. It'll be sweet, like taking candy from a baby. It's like taking candy from a baby. Right, when you walk up in the churches up in New York and California because of the gun laws. They say, yeah, you can own a gun, but it's got to be in your house. It's got to be in the closet. It's got to be inside of a safe. This inside of another safe. This inside of another safe. This inside of a big old box with duct tape all on it. And then it's got to be in the back of your closet, inside of a wall. And then you got to have a padlock on side, 2 padlocks on top of that on the door. So that way, when you getting robbed, by the time you get to your gun, man, it'll be 2 days later. 2 days, it can take you 2 days to get to your gun. About you being got robbed, them niggas will be in a whole nother state by the time you get your gun out. That's the type of laws that they infringing upon up in New York and other areas where the governor is down with that, you know, those people that's trying to keep you, because the crime don't go, but I bet you they wouldn't have did that in Texas. I bet you them niggas went up in a church in Texas and tried to rob some white folks. Man, them people would have came out and they would have got hit with all kind of shit that they didn't even see coming. Them boys got shotguns and everything in church in Texas. Nigga, man, you go in there to rob a place, a nigga might come out with a sawed-off shotgun up out that mud in Texas and blow you in, your boys. It be sheriffs in there. They got their shit on them, man. These people, because they can conceal carry down in Texas and Louisiana. They got concealed carry laws where people can conceal carry. So you don't know who scraps. But in New York, the gun laws are tight. So this pastor up with his pimping, with his $2,000 suit on and 700,000 in jewelry. What pastor wears 700,000 in jewelry? What is that all about? What is that all about? And your wife got 300,000-400,000 in jewelry. They robbed her too. And he look like an African dude. He got like an African swag about him. You know what I'm saying? Right up in the Brooklyn. And you from New York, you already know what Brooklyn is all about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you from the New York area, you already know what Brooklyn is all about, man. Brooklyn is like one of those places, if you out there and you ain't from around here, man, you know you don't supposed to be out here. This right here, place right here is dangerous. Brooklyn is dangerous. Right? And so they get $1 million in jewelry. To me, it sounded like that day, he knew he was gonna get robbed. And he wore all his jewelry. 700,000 in jewelry, sound like that's all be all his jewelry right there, man. That's a lot of money. So he knew he was gonna get robbed. So it could be he's setting up to get some insurance off this shit. 4 gunmen fully masked. You can't tell if they white or black. So what the hell is going on in the world, man? No respect for the house of God. No, these boys, when you could get robbed at church, that's the ultimate level. These boys should have waited till he came out the church, then robbed them, man. That's just the ultimate. You know, even though I got my perspective on what church is all about, and I got different perspectives on what church is all about from other people. I still don't think people should get desecrated like this. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these people mean well. And then these people go in to rob these people in the middle of a sermon of God. You know what I'm saying? Inlia. They rob the niggas in the middle of Inlia sermon. Ain't that something, man? And some of that stuff is for people need it. But these people just put a whole nother level of fear and safety, because you're supposed to feel safe at church. In the house of God, you're supposed to feel safe. You're supposed to be in the house of God and somebody coming in there with guns, man, and they blacked out. Like, that's crazy, man. That's just crazy to me. And people do consider, even though, like we said, we might have a high overstanding on it, it's still some people that need that, and they up in there and they getting good shit from it. And then now these cats coming out like niggas off TV, some TV type shit, and rob these niggas, man. Blind. You know, get all of his jewelry, take his rings off. And so now just imagine the old folks that was in there. They said it was over 100 some people in there. Just imagine the old folks that he probably had in there. They devastated that people could get robbed and taken at church. And now that's gonna start. It's also gonna put a light on him too, because what nigga he could be a big time dope dealer fronting as a pastor. It would look like to me with $700,000 worth of jewelry. Yeah, Hakeem was in the house. The Prince Hakeem. He used juices and berries on his hair. He used juices and berries. I'll tell you, this dude right here, he getting ready to go to Little Harbor. Next week, he going to Little Harbor. His first day at Little Harbor. It's like a little advanced school for kids where they train them. It's called Little Harbor. So he got in that school because he can. This dude can read and everything, man. He read. We read books and stuff. Me and Hakeem. So he gonna be sharp. Next level shit, man. Yeah, but to me, this dude could be some kind of big time dealer posing as a pastor. Because I mean, a preacher, I ain't never heard of a preacher weighing 700,000 in jewelry. Damn, that's almost $1 million. But he got robbed for $1 million between him and his wife, and maybe some more people in his congregation might have got robbed that was flashing. But this dude's a flashy type guy. They call him the bling bling pastor. He collecting all that money and buying gold. Oh yeah, he could have been a pimp. He could have been a pimp, Xavier, using the word of God. It's a lot of them cats out here, man. They use the word of God to pimp your grandma and your auntie and them who really love Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Who good folks. They good folks. They square business. Hakeem, why you just start talking loud? Take him in there, Haru, and let him brush his teeth. Y'all go brush your teeth. Not going there. Haru gonna take you. Yeah. So yeah. So like, what you think about that, man? He riding around in a Bentley with the stars in the roof, on some high level, living high on the hog, living high on the hog. That's what my my grandma would say. He living high on the hog. He getting the good parts of the pig, the pork. So them boys in New York who get their gun illegal, they don't give a damn by no Second Amendment because they buying their guns out the trunk off the streets. They strapped. You ain't strapped, and you rocking around with all that jewelry. To me, like, I wish these boys wouldn't have robbed them in the church. That was just crazy to me, man. It's just real disrespectful. They could have called him outside when he was getting in his Cadillac or something. You know, we don't condone robbing. Robbing is a bad thing, man. You know, taking somebody else's shit is bad karma, man. Because eventually somebody gonna rob them. They robbed this guy, and eventually they gonna get robbed. And they could rob them of their life. That's a big robbery right there. Because what goes around definitely comes back around. That's a fact. So I know from experience. But what this brother doing with all that jewelry on, man? What did he do extra? How much money is he making? See, they finna wanna do if this brother doing a fraud, they gonna want to do some investigation on checking his accounts and things. And this brother got 100 members and making that much money. You got 100 and some members and you making that much money. How much? Where he getting the other money from? Then it becomes the question. Or do he already have money? Because he could be one of them Africans that come over here with the money and preaching this. Because you know them Africans be doing reenactments. They have somebody come out there while they preaching, posing as a demon and acting like they casting out a demon and shit. Shit is crazy. These niggas get crazy with this religious shit. Could it be that nobody believes in this religion no more? The young people don't believe in this religion, and they don't give a damn about desecrating the house of God. Back, yeah, sunroof. Yes, that in the back, sunroof top. That's that pimp. Yeah, hey, bro, love. That's that pimp stuff right here, bro. At its ultimate high. That brother had more chains on his neck than Mr. T, and them boys knew he had it. They knew what time to come. It sounded like it was a setup to me. Somebody in them out of them 4 guys that robbed him was a member of his church. This is how the game is being played. That brother is, man, either he dealing drugs, or he pimping. You know, but like I say, if you're from New York, you already know how he in Brooklyn. You already know how they get down in Brooklyn, New York. You can get took for your chain fast in Brooklyn. You can get took. You flashing like that, man, for real, and they see you real sweet. You know what I'm saying? They call that a sweet thing, sweet lick in the streets. If they see you lacking, he ain't got no security, and this nigga rocking like 700,000 in jewelry. That's a sweet lick to a real grimy Brooklyn nigga. That's a sweet lick. And 4 Brooklyn grimy niggas, man, you talking about, yeah, them boys went up in the church and got this boy. But like I say, I bet you they wouldn't have did that in Texas or down in Louisiana or down in Florida or Alabama or Georgia. Some of them spots, I know in Texas he would have did it. Sure. He would have got, them boys would have got blamed right in church by like 10 different people who came out with their shit. Cause these boys, people are strapped in church now. You gotta carry your strap to church now. You gotta be strapped in the house of God, man. What is the world covered to? You gotta be strapped in the house of God. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have your toaster on you in the house of God, man. In the house of Inlia, right? In the house of Jesus. And some people, you remember what happened a while back when that dude went in there and prayed with the people and started killing the people. So is it safe at church? That's what these beings putting out, man. Is it safe at church? In Tennessee, what they did in Tennessee, Jay Bryan, the boys be strapped in church in Tennessee. My granddad used to wear his piece in church. My granddaddy was a sheriff though. He used to wear his piece in church. Because he said that's the most vulnerable place. That's how they took down Grenada in 1492. See, they caught the Muslims while they were praying. They knew the Muslims gonna pray at a certain time of the day, at a certain time in the morning, especially when they hear that call, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. I'm a little raspy. Give me some water. Especially when they hear that call, right? That Allahu Akbar call. So they knew these Moors were gonna be praying. So in Grenada, so they attacked them while they were praying. So they attacked these people while they was doing their worship to God. Caught them at their most. That's when you at your most vulnerable state, because you turning your power over to some other God. You at your most vulnerable state. He wasn't protected, man. He had deacons in there. They had guns to their head. His deacons weren't scrapped. But in Texas, the deacon scrapped. The usher scrapped. The pastor might even be scrapped. I'm telling you, man. In Texas, they would have went in Texas with their business, and them boys would have been getting rolled out on the stretcher, for real, like out of there. Like they call it the asphalt challenge. Some boys would have took the asphalt challenge. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So how many pastors do you know that's rocking that type of jewelry, man? 700,000 in jewelry. He got more gold chains on than Lil Boosie. he up in the pool pit with jewelry on like Lil Boosie. In Brooklyn, in the heart of Brooklyn, with the most notorious grimy, slimy niggas. Easy. He easy lit. They said that nigga was easy, bro. They chilling right now. And if it's some young, dumb, crazy niggas, they might be on Instagram right now flaunting the nigga Jerry, saying that we got this pastor for his chain. You know what I'm saying? So these other niggas doing it, man. They go right on IG right after they get you for your chain and tell you niggas they got it to get some rip. Yeah, in Brooklyn. If you know anything about New York, it's two places that you don't mess around in New York, and that's Brooklyn and Harlem. Especially the east side of Harlem. There's two places you don't mess around. Don't go jacking around looking sweet like that. You know what I'm saying? A pastor with 700,000. Oh, this nigga easy, man. We don't give a damn about no in-live, nigga. We finna, nigga, come off that run that chain. Run that chain, nigga. Matter of fact, run all them chains, nigga. And that ring, and that watch. This ain't no movie, nigga. You heard what they told Tupac? When Tupac went up there and got robbed, they put them pieces, them boys put them pieces on them. And I think that was in Brooklyn. He was in Brooklyn and Biggie them and Puff them studio in Brooklyn. That's where Biggie them from, Brooklyn. So I think he was in Brooklyn when Tupac got robbed. When them niggas told him, nigga, run that chain, run all that, and this ain't no movie. This ain't no movie, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is not no movie. This is real life. Nigga run that chain. So now this pastor's on there complaining. He got a name for himself. The bishop got a name for himself because he went international news on the robbery. Yeah, the Bronx. Hey, the Bronx hard too. Don't get me wrong. The Bronx niggas in the. I'm gonna tell you what I like about niggas in the Bronx. Niggas in the Bronx, they'll most likely try to fight you first. Like niggas throw them hands. You know what I'm saying? Now they can get into some shooting too in Brooklyn. I mean, in the Bronx. But the Bronx niggas, they like to flex their muscles, so they'll knock you out first. But them niggas in Brooklyn, they with the robbing. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in Brooklyn, they with that robbing for real. Like the stick up kids. It's a lot of stick up kids in Brooklyn. They got Tupac right up in Brooklyn, right at the studios. Oh, he was in Manhattan. Quad is in Manhattan. Okay, all right, it was in Manhattan, but it was some Brooklyn niggas that did it to him. It was some Brooklyn niggas that did it. I'm telling you, even that studios was in Manhattan, like you say, Cute Eyes. It was some Brooklyn niggas that did it. Biggie and them, they were connected with Biggie and them. That's why Tupac was there. Biggie and them set him up because he knew that the niggas that robbed me, them niggas from Brooklyn, and Biggie was up in the studio while this niggas robbed me. So and Puff and all them niggas, right? So it's obviously it's a connection between the niggas that robbed me and Brooklyn. So that's where Biggie them from. You know what I'm saying? So this brother's in the heart of Brooklyn preaching the word of God with 700,000 with 25 chains on his neck. What he using them? Where's his I don't know. Maybe he had some deeper level on. Maybe he had some deeper level on the chain, having the gold, or he just was. They call him the bling bling pastor. And keep in mind this is the same dude. He could have got robbed because he turned somebody in. Why are you talking when I'm talking, Hakeem? You want to say something? Say something to the people. Don't be shy now. Yeah, but this is the same dude, pastor, that turned somebody in for a crime that I forgot the dude's name, but he turned a dude in a while back for a crime, and this could be stemming from that. These people that the dude that he turned in was a part of this gang, and this gang targeted him to be robbed. So it could have been that, but he wouldn't have did it in Texas, like we said. In Texas, it's a whole different ball game. Ain't nobody going to no church to rob nobody. And down in Texas, they take their religious, they take Christianity serious in Texas. They call them the good boys, the good old boys. You going up in there and you going in the house of God in one of them big white churches, and you going to think you finna rob some people, man, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it 2 or 3 minutes up in there. When they see you got them guns, everybody coming out with their shit, and they coming from under their shirt with it. And some niggas might have big shit, like I say, 12 gauge shotguns and shit in church and on standby. They because it happened before where people come in church to shoot people, these demons. You gotta be a demon to go in a church to rob niggas, man. I don't give a damn what you don't like about Christianity or no religion. You gotta be a demon to go into a church and rob people. You gotta be. You gotta be on a whole nother level of thinking at that point. Like forget God or forget the energy that's up in here, nigga. Just give me that chain. That's gotta. It only can be done in Brooklyn. To me, that only can happen in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Because the niggas in Brooklyn, bro, they real thorough, bro. Yeah, Bronx, the Queens. Hey, the Bronx, Queens is it's deadly over in Queens too, man. That's one of the most I forgot about Queens. Queens is one of the most Jamaica Queens because the Jamaicans, them rosters, nigga. I'm telling you, man, I know about them Jamaicans. They got machetes. They like to decapitate niggas and shit. Crazy shit. And Brooklyn niggas, the Jamaicans and Haitian niggas, crazy. For real. Cause that wild Nigerian shit is him, bro. This is a scam. He did it. Hey, I think you say his name, Shure. Yeah, hey, look, that's right. I think it was a scam too, because how them cats knew that he was gonna have all that jewelry, and then they went under his. He even had chains tucked under his bishop uniform, and they knew that to go under there and get that. They knew to go under there and get that jewelry off of him. So it's real strange of how they just come in like that, knowing that he was gonna be caught off guard like that, and then knowing that he was gonna have $1 million in jewelry in the church. That sounds like insurance fraud to me too. And the niggas that robbed them could have been niggas he just planned to rob them. Because he automatic, when you watch the video, he automatic got down in the church when they walked in on him. He automatic got down. Like, oh shit, they robbing us. Like he always part of the plan. It just looked real weird to me. Yeah, hey, he would have did that in Miami, you say Florida. Niggas in Florida be scrapped in church. People be scrapped in church in Florida. Man, he wouldn't have did it in Texas for sure. I guarantee you, my nigga. You see this same scenario in Texas, you would have heard about them 4 niggas that was where had them guns getting rolled out on a stretcher, bro, from the corner, nigga, to the corner. Nigga, 4 niggas dead, tried to rob a church in Texas. That's what you gonna hear about, nigga. Cause them boys in Texas, they coming out. I done seen it. Hey, I can roll you some videos. I don't want to get blocked, but I can roll you some videos of that scenario happening. They ain't coming like some dude coming there to shoot somebody in the church in Texas several times. This happened, and he get rolled out on the stretcher. He meet the asphalt challenge right in church. As soon as he make a shot, they 25 niggas shooting at him right in church. 25 people. So there's no respect for the house of Enlil no more, man. They just running right up in there and take and rob people and kill people. You gotta have your scrap when you go to church now. It ain't safe nowhere when you can't go to church and be comfortable and in peace. It ain't safe nowhere. Where is it safe at? What event is safer than what event is supposed to be safer than church? The house of God, the word of God. What event that you can attend that's supposed to be safer than that? So you can get robbed at church, you can get robbed anywhere. That's the thing. You get robbed at church, you can get robbed anywhere. You know what I mean? This is for sure. Hey, this is for sure not safe. But I watched a test guy and it was fortunately even okay, all right. So Tasha K said it's a scam, right? Okay. Tasha K said it's a scam. Hey, you know, that seemed like to me, man, because why on this one day you wear all that damn jewelry? You wear all your jewelry in your jewelry box, probably. You wear all your jewelry, you and your wife got on all the jewelry you got, and then these cats come in and rob him. And then I bet you he got insurance on that because he looked like a smart dude. He looked like a smart dude that would have insurance on his jewelry. But they gonna run an investigation on it, and if he's scamming, his ass going down. Because they looking for shit like this to put on the news to keep us busy, keep us distracted. This really one of their distractions. You know what I'm saying? Keep us, or while we thinking about this, but we gonna cover everything. We got a new way. Since they want to hold us back and shadow ban us, we got a new thing we're gonna do. We're gonna do on current events. We're gonna talk about the stuff we normally talk about, and we're gonna just drop. We'll do 3-4 tapes a day if we have to. We're gonna cover everything that's going on in the world, and we're gonna cover stuff, the other stuff that we already cover, so we can have a whole view of this whole thing. We stay up on everything. We're gonna stay up on everything. The young forget the game. We're gonna stay up on every event, everything that's going down, and we're gonna cover it just like they do. They gonna cover it. We gonna cover it, and we're gonna say what we're gonna say on it. Right? We was gonna do one on the R. Kelly getting 30 years. R. Kelly got 30 years. But we're gonna stay up on the current events right now. But the main distraction is right now is the different gun laws. Seem like they going for the gun law because after this, but I'm gonna tell you what might be the good, because it's always some, even though they try to make it some bad from this, it's always some good that's gonna come from it too. Now the good that could come from it is that New York gotta change their gun laws. After you get robbed in church, I mean, where people can argue this in Supreme Court. People can argue, this can be a big argument in Supreme Court now, from New York's perspective, or the people, the citizens of New York. Because now they can say, if you get robbed in church, where is it safe? Why? So your gun laws, you got to loosen up on your gun laws. You got to get some people a license to carry, even in the schools. The teachers need license to carry in school. I know the school that I got when I got kicked out of regular school because I was trying to be bad, and I had to go to an alternative school called Expulsion, really like a boot camp. My teacher, he was scrapped at school. Mr. Lemon, he concealed carry at school because he used to be a police. He concealed carry at school. So if you came up there tripping in my school, you got your behind blammed, right? You got your behind blammed, right? Coming up in that tripping. So in New York, now this could possibly generate the teachers being able to conceal carry, and pastors and people of certain professions to be concealed carry, because now it ain't safe. It ain't safe at church. When a bad guy can get a gun illegally, he can attain a gun illegally, and you got to get a gun. You trying to be a good square, a good keep your shit square and fair. You trying to be on square business, be the good guy and not break no laws, but you can't have no gun. A bad guy can have a gun. That pretty much leaves the innocent vulnerable to being victimized. This guy was really, now this guy really got robbed. He got victimized, and he got victimized in the worst way. Right at church. Right at church, man. He got victimized right at church, and his wife. Now, to me, I'm gonna tell you this. To me, looking at him in the interview, being that I know I studied the Live to Me and all that, right? Looking at him in the interview after he got robbed, he don't have the look on his face that I just got violated or robbed. It's a look that niggas have on their face, and an energy they have on them when they just got violated like that. Especially if you got violated in your church. Especially if you got violated in your church in front of your members. It's a look that he gonna have on his face. I done seen plenty of niggas get robbed, and it's a look that they have on their face. When you really get robbed, it's an energy, it's a frequency that's on your face that your muscles show. That it's a sad time. When a nigga broke in my car and stole all my speakers and music and TVs out of my car back in the day when I had to fix up cars, I was devastated. I was hurt. It was like I worked hard. I did all that work. I saved my money up to get down speakers and TVs in my shit. And then the dude just come along and just take it and just snatch it right from me. And he ain't do no work to get it. And I come out of my shit's bareback. They took everything and left the damn remote. Left the remote to the TVs. Took everything else out of my truck. I was devastated. You don't know what getting robbed is until you get robbed. I've been robbed a couple times. At gunpoint too. And I'm talking about, like, if somebody, especially if they got a rob you and they shoot the gun by your ear and say, nigga, yeah, you getting robbed. And when they do that, that's another feeling, man. It's a feeling of fear that if this dude gonna kill me after he get through robbing me. That's the thing you have on your mind when you get. Is he gonna go shoot me? So if you ever get into that predicament, if you ever get into that predicament, you gotta the feeling, man. But we're gonna get ready to get out of here. We just wanted to bring that news to you. Like we say, Young Illa Gang, we're gonna be bringing you the latest stuff going on day to day. Keep you updated. And we're gonna be bringing you the normal extracurricular shit on the more science, the stuff that we teach. We're still gonna be doing those classes too. And the last name tape, we might do that tonight. So we just wanted to keep you updated on the latest clown shit that's going on in the world, man. Is this a distraction to tell us about this for this guy to get robbed at church? Well, it ain't safe no more at church. Criminals do not care about God no more. This is that new devil shit. Let me say there's an old devil in the Revelation, but there's a new devil who ain't the same. The old devil, the old criminals, old school criminals wouldn't have robbed nobody at church, bro. The old school gangsters, the old school criminals, the old school robbers, the old school stick-up kids wouldn't stick nobody up at church. That was like a rule, even in New York. From the older people, from the older crowd, that was a rule in New York. Nobody gets stuck up or shot up on Sunday in Baltimore in the streets. Up east of the New York. Niggas from New York that's on, they know what I'm talking about. There were rules back in the day, that niggas didn't get robbed on Sunday. It was very rare. Like if a nigga got robbed on Sunday, it was on some crazy shit. But like niggas didn't really get robbed on Sunday. They didn't do no shooting really on Sunday. Like if somebody was getting at somebody, Sunday was a day that they had a pass. You know what I'm saying? In the hood. And they definitely had a pass because they was at church. Niggas ain't go. It's like niggas went real crazy if he came to get you and then they waited till you came out. They didn't go in the church to do it. So that was the old devil. The new devil is a whole nother level. Halaw's people Tom Mission's the old devil. His people handle their business like that. But the new Halaw gang, the young clan, right? Who ride around with Dracos and they spray anybody, anywhere. This new gang, this new generation, they don't give a damn about the house of God. They don't give a damn about the house of Inky. They'll rob your ass blind anywhere. Some people will get you. I saw a nigga get robbed right in front of the police at the train station. At the train station, man. Police standing like right down there, sitting in their car. Some of them sitting in their car, and the nigga walk right up on them and just stand by them and tell them, you know what I'm saying, cop everything you got up, I got a gun. If you try to go for the police, nigga, I'm gonna blast you through the coat, nigga. And rob them and get right on the train. I seen it down in Dallas, in Texas. They rob niggas like that in Texas too, on the underground. So in New York, man, no, it's like that. If you're new to the page, hit that like and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to show your brother some love, hit that Cash App button, man. We got post the Cash App in the links. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell. Come back and check with us every day because we're dropping some just about every day. If they don't give you a notification saying that we dropped some, we've been dropping two tapes a day. Right? We've been dropping 2 tapes a day. So we in the building, bro. Why you ready to get out, man? We want to bring that to you. We'll be back on. We'll be back on today with something new for you. News. It's Young Illa with the news you can use. So we'll be back today, man. Today Thursday? Yeah, we'll be back today. So peace and love, because Hakeem they're making a lot of noise in the background. They doing it on purpose. So when I start talking, they ain't gonna make no more noise. So peace and love, Islam, Hotel, Shug, divine love throughout the balanced universe to all. Wadu.